Right now, Atlanta police say that they have identified two women accused of drugging a man in his own home and then taking off with more than $25,000 in luxury watches. Take a look at this video. It's one of our top stories online. Police say this actually happened June 4th. The victim met the two suspects at the St. Regis on West Paces Ferry Road and then went back to his apartment. Investigators say when the man woke up, the women were gone, along with several high-value men's watches as well.
Hey, yo, black man, what's happening, man? Now, in this one, hold on. For all you black women who have something to say about black men who decide to get a passport, or if he already has the passport and he travels overseas, oh, they don't love you. Oh, they want a green card. Oh, something's going to happen to you. Well, guess what? You don't have to leave America for something to happen to you, right? Right here in Atlanta, you have black women who are happily take advantage of you as a black man. Happily, right? So you guys saw, well, maybe you didn't see it depending on how I cropped it, right? But those two black women, right, there's a $5,000 reward for their arrest, right? Or for their information and that leads to an arrest. $5,000 reward because what you do to that black man. Now, it's his fault. I will admit that. But guess what? Guess what? That's not some Colombian woman. That's not some Dominican woman. That's not some Asian woman, right? That's not a European woman. That's a black John. So it goes to show, listen, you can't trust them the same way how you can't trust. See, it's a difference. In these other countries, depending on where you're at, guess what? There's an incentive to attack you or to rob you as an American because guess what? You have dollars. You have things that we cannot afford in this country. And if we take those things and we take those dollars, guess what? Just taking your cell phone can probably pay somebody's rent for the next 6 months, black man. Yeah, if they steal your iPhone 17, that can pay their rent for the next 6 months. They take $1,000 from you, that can pay the rent for the next 6 months. So just by making one play, yo, listen, she just came up so much that my rent is paid for a whole year and then some. I'm not saying it's right, but I understand, right? Because most of these people are in poverty, right? People who are from poverty have a certain mindset. And guess what? When you have something that's so valuable and it can literally change my life overnight, it's no telling what somebody would be willing to do to get that from you. Here in America, what's stopping those two black women from working a job? Right? You talk about how you're strong and independent. You talk about how you don't need no man, but yet here you are selling pussy because guess what? Women in these other countries sell pussy because the reality is she's gonna make $300 per month, $400 per month, okay, maybe $500 per month, right? You black Johns in America, you can make at least 2,000, right? 500 a week. Some of you are making a lot more than that. You're making 4,000 a month. Okay, you may have some debt, but you're still making quadruple, quintuple, right? You're still making 10x the money she would make in her own country, right? So here you go. So here you go, two black Johns in Atlanta, right? This is why I tell you, black men, you need semen retention because I made multiple videos like this on my old channel, right? You had two black women who finessed a man in Florida for his watches, right? See, let me put you black men up on game if you don't know. What they're called are thieves, right? I forgot the proper term. Snatchers, swiper, no swiping, whatever the term is called. Um, Damn man, I forgot the proper term. Anyways, yeah, they're thieves, black men, right? She might not bust the pussy open for you. She's looking for the fastest way possible to drug you, knock you out, and take whatever you have. Now, as a black man, you moving around with lust, right? You moving like a target. Hold on, pause. Before I dive into it, if I can find it, I'm gonna put this in the beginning of the video as well. Last year or maybe 2 years ago, there was a black dude who got robbed outside the club by a black John and her boyfriend by Pookie. So this is nothing new. You don't have to go overseas to get robbed. At least the female overseas, right? She's robbing you out of desperation. Keisha over here, she's harming you as a black man for fun. So that's what the fuck black men want to get away from. I'm not saying a man wants to be a target. Granted, he made himself a target, a vulnerable target. You brought two black Jones to your crib. Listen, if guys know better than to not bring two females to your crib in Colombia, DR, Puerto Rico, right? Brazil, then I understand. Yo, listen, you should know better than to do this here in America. In Atlanta with a black joint. If you dudes ever been to Atlanta before, that has to be one of the worst batch of black women next to Chicago females. Now, are those two black women from Atlanta? I don't know. But here's one thing everybody knows about Atlanta. And if you don't know, let me tell you. And if you are from Atlanta, listen, don't take no offense to it because it might not apply to you. But everybody knows this. When you're in the South, that's the belly of the beast, right? That's the origin of simping because that's the I could really break it down and say some stuff that might offend you, black men, but I'm not trying to go that far. I'm gonna keep it like this: the South is the origin of simping. Black women know this, but it seems like black men, you don't understand this. It's the origin of simping, the foundation of simping. Those states down there are called the Bible Belt states for a reason, right? In a city like Atlanta, where it's well known since the days of Big Meech BMF, right? Since the days of Big Meech BMF, yo, it's a simp city. It's a trick city, right? You had guys like Little Baby from Atlanta, West End, Oakland City, paying that one shorty 16,000 for sex, right? Future, he's a well-known trick. Young Thug, he's a well-known trick, right? You had dudes like Quavo buying Sweetie or Saweetie, however you say her name. He bought her the Rolls Royce with the so icy in the headrest. Big simping. And he never even smashed her without a condom. Big simping. Offset. You cuffed Cardi B, an ex stripper, an ex setup chick. She was setting dudes up in the Bronx. An ex stripper. You put kids in her. You wife that. You cuff that. And what she do? Turn around and get fucked by Stephon Diggs, another faggot. Not calling Offset a faggot, but you know what I mean? Wearing a crop top with a purse. I'm telling you, that city is crazy, yo. But again, Atlanta, a city well known for the strip clubs. When I was down there, yo, I had an apartment. I wasn't too far from Strokers. I wasn't too far from Pinups. I wasn't too far from Onyx, right? Pink Pony. Granted, I've never been to a strip club a day in my life, but I live so close to these strip clubs that, listen, if you're just driving around, trust me, you're going to see the strip clubs, right? It's a city known for simping. The females down there, listen, hold on. This is how bad it is, bro. I remember hanging out with a black John from up north, right, from my part of town, and I'm in the car with her. I watched her with my own two eyes, right? I'm in the car driving, I hear her. She called three different men and asked them for money. Guess what they all did? Send her money right in front of my face. I'm like, yo, word? Word? That's what you doing? Yo, that's how bad it is down there, black man. So some of you dudes, and you know what's so funny? Based off what them two females look like, I know that dude was probably thinking to himself, yo, I just want the one in the dress. She got the buns. The other one was built like SpongeBob SquarePants in the back. You just light skin. That's all it is. So, you know what I find so funny is these dudes, the whole getting drug part. Yo, listen, if your objective is to pay for some box, yo, you should not be drinking, smoking, nothing with these females. Get upstairs, go in the room, take your clothes off, handle business. Unless the shorty takes some pink dust or magic dust. What's that joint from back in the day? the angel powder or whatever, blow it in your face, or take a chloroform rag and smash it in your face. You know what I mean? Like you dudes be doing too much, man. And on top of the fact, yo, if you about to be tricking, yo, dude, you shouldn't be wearing no watches, no chains, right? If you bringing a shorty to your hotel, put everything in the safe, right? You bring it to your crib, yo, hide the PS5. Hide the PS5, yo. So again, you got these two black Johns, right? Robbing a black man, doing him dirty. Doing him dirty, yo. You know, as black men, I bet a lot of us already think, see me, excuse me, I'm cautious. When it came to black Johns, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I move with fear in my heart, right? You know how they say a scared man will kill you faster than a gangster? I ain't gonna hold you around a black John. I'm scared, right? I'm ready to react. If she move a finger, I'm punching her in the lip. Yo, look, I'm gonna have to cut that part out. Nah, fuck it, I ain't gonna cut it out. But nah, I'm being dramatic, but for real, around a black John, don't relax. You can't because here's the reality. Most black women in this country grew up in poverty. We already know that what damn pretty much 80% of black children are growing up in single parent households, right? We know that Keisha, who has multiple kids by multiple men, is living where? In the projects. We already know that most Keishas who don't grow up in the projects, she doesn't grow up in the ghetto, she doesn't grow up in the hood. Guess what? She has a cousin or cousins who grow up in the hood and in the projects, right? Even the ones who are growing up in a safe environment, maybe still from a single parent household, guess what she does? She still goes after those same thug men just like her cousins. You know those dudes use black women as setup chicks, bro? Yeah, that's my word. Anybody who knows for real, you know. Those same dudes use the good black women as setup chicks, right? Okay, and if she doesn't, she's still dealing with those kind of men. So again, for a female to be out here selling pussy, you know she's from the trenches. Either she's from the trenches or she's just a lazy female, right? Again, I went to school with some shorties. Listen, skipped over college, skipped over being a Walmart greeter, right? You could have been a grocery store courtesy clerk and bag up the groceries, right? They went straight to the strip club. They went straight to the strip club, black man. I'm talking about no time wasted. You know what's funny, right? I was talking to a female recently and she made a great point. Well, it was my point, but she said it in a more simpler way that I was saying it, right? But let me get to the point. All women who have tattoos are not prostitutes, but every prostitute has tattoos, right? As a man, personally, me, I avoid women with tattoos. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. That is one batch of females you need to avoid. That's my word. That's one. Some of you black dudes, oh, I don't care. Yo, go ahead. Go ahead. But when I saw that black joint with a full sleeve, I'm like, nah, nah. And then they both really chop. Like, come on, that's the best your money can buy you. You a black man. Yo, if you have to rewind the video back. Yo, he was a black man in a suit. Black man in a suit. That's the best when it comes to box your money can buy you in Atlanta. Or just compare in the States. Because listen, if you leave it up to black men will say, oh, the best looking black women are in Atlanta or Houston. Well, guess what? That's the best your money can buy you. If they can steal $25,000, right, worth of watches, then obviously you're a black man who has some bread. So that's the best your money can buy you. A 5 out of 10 with some ass. Hopefully that's not a BBL. and a flat back light skin John, that's the best your money can buy you in the States. No wonder why dudes get their passport and go overseas. Even if dudes are paying to smash a single mom overseas, or he cuffs and marry a single mom overseas, yo, dudes are getting something that's still comparable. I told you, dudes, listen, when you go overseas, yeah, granted, you're not going to get a 10 out of 10. You're probably going to still get what that country considers to be average, maybe slightly above average. The fact that you're American and have some money, okay, you might lock down like a, I hate to use 7, but you might lock down a 7. Or, okay, let's keep it at a 6. A 6 in these other countries, if you bring that shorty back to America, that's automatically an 8 or a 9. Because guess what? In these other countries, there is a standard. Not saying you probably couldn't pay for an unattractive female, but that, if it came to paying for box for black women, I am not paying for that. Ain't no way in hell I'm that desperate for some black pussy. I'm paying to smash that. 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, double chin, BBL. Come on, son. You black dudes be bugging. And for that black dude who went through that, man, I'm sorry you went through that. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to put you down, but brother, what you need is semen retention. Semen retention and some critical thinking skills could have avoided you from this situation right here because again, that's not even no pressure, yo. You getting robbed by two Jones that's not even hitting for nothing. Like, I mean, again, if you like it, I love it. But for real, black man, I mean, I'm hoping brothers get their sentence together, right? Again, semen retention will protect you from this. See, when you're sitting down on your couch, or okay, maybe you went out to the bar or something, because hold on, black women do target men at the bar and at these clubs, right? That's how they find their victim and find their prey, right? He's lucky that, again, whatever Glock Tavis she working for, right? She didn't call him and his goonies to come and rob you, right? Come break into your spot and put pistols to your head and demand more than just some watches from you, man. They could have took credit cards, cash, your V. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But I hope you black dudes learn your lesson, man. Again, you don't have to go overseas to get robbed and finesse. You can stay right here in America and let a black John finesse you. Sometimes the black John won't even finesse you like this, man. She'll tell you, "Oh, I want a relationship, I want marriage," and divorce you. So at least when you go overseas, you at least get 50% of what you want. And if you can make the right selection when it comes to a female, whether you're paying for box or not, you can at least get 75% of what you want. Here in America, come on, son. You telling me I got over $25,000 in watches? Granted, he's not no celebrity. They did not reveal that kind of information, but the average dude does not have 25K in watches, right? Shit, he don't even have $1,000 in watches. You know what I mean? So obviously you're a black dude who getting some money, and that's the best your money can buy you. No, thank you. Anyways, black man, I'm out. Peace.